Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go. Look, y'all been asking me, Kaika, where's the secret sauce? When you gonna teach me Forex? When we gonna do this? How you gonna teach me the strategy? Look, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ikaika Ali'i, aka the Wise Investor. And I know you guys been waiting for this moment. Especially when it comes to Forex. Everyone's like, I wanna know. Put me in the how-tos. Let me know the strategy, Kaika. How are you trading? How are you getting all these blues? And let me tell you this. It's definitely been a process. It's definitely been rinsing, repeating different strategies, right? But I finally came down to the one that everybody is looking for. The market maker strategy. How to trade with the banks, how to trade with the institutions. Institutional trading is truly where I believe it's at. Because if you can trade like the banks, you can win like the banks. We want to get away from the retail trading. So here we go. We about to get straight into it. I know you see the charts, but guess what? Before we even hop into the charts, I'm going to hop into this little slideshow, give you guys the concept, then hop into the charts and show you what it looks like in an actual chart. All right, let's get it. All right, let's get it. Let's go. The institution's business model, right? This cycle, this business model right here, if you can really master down this cycle, master down this patterns, these phases, these three phases we're going to go over, I truly believe you're going to see success in the market. Quick risk and profit disclaimer, because there is no guarantees in the foreign exchange market. It's all depending on your psychology and how you approach the market. I can't tell you you're going to become a successful trader. You have to put in the work and do it yourself. You take the knowledge I give you and you go out there and apply it into your trading strategy, into your trading plan, okay? So the institution's business model, three phases of the market maker cycle. Let's get into it. The market maker secret sauce. Everyone hears me talking about the market maker secret sauce. So what is it? Okay. This is a three-phase cycle: accumulation, manipulation, profit release. We're going to go deep into each of these three phases so you guys can truly understand these three phases and execute on these three phases when you see it. This manipulation process is what makes the market makers wealthy. You have to understand that there's specific things that market makers do, big banks do, to make the market move a certain way. They have special screens that actually see stop losses, take profits, and where the liquidity is at in the market. Okay, the market makers seek out liquidity. That means the market makers go wherever the money is at. After this video, or a video soon, I will do a specific video on liquidity, breaking down liquidity and how to spot it in the market. But right now, we're going over the secret sauce. The reason for this process is so they can entice retail traders to take positions. Look, the only reason why we are taking positions is because we see opportunity. So if the market makers can manipulate price a certain direction, up or down or sideways, and entice us into taking those trades, they know we're actually in a trade and they know we're in the market, and they can then take it against us and ultimately hit our stop losses. If you can understand the concept of the three phases of manipulation, you have the potential to become a highly successful trader. If you guys can get this manipulation process, this manipulation phase set together, you can truly see results. Sorry about that, guys. I got distracted right there. Okay, phase one of this process, accumulation, okay? In this accumulation process, the market maker's goal is to accumulate as much orders as possible at a low price, then sell or buy later on, okay? So they want to either sell high and buy low, right? So they want to get the lowest price point in the market at wherever price is currently at, the lowest for that day, and send price the opposite direction. Okay, and I'm going to show you guys what this looks like, because as of right now, you guys are probably confused. But once you get to the market and start seeing the charts, it's going to make sense, because this process and this market maker cycle literally happens every single day, and it's a daily cycle that they rinse and repeat every single day. So accumulation happens in a sideways market. Okay, when you see the market going sideways, it's price and the market makers are accumulating orders so they can then make their move. Okay, and this usually happens in the Asian session, and I'm going to point this to you guys out on the charts as we continue to go. The manipulation process. The manipulation process is where the market makers take your money, guys. This is all they want to do. They literally just want to take our money, and if they can take our money, they win. And guess who's left home crying with blown accounts? Us, right? So we don't want to get manipulated in this process, but we want to identify the manipulation process, the manipulation phase, so we can then enter that profit release part of the cycle and execute on that, right? Execute on the profits. We want to let this fake move go so we can then start seeing more profits and be more precise and have precision on our entry levels. Okay, the market makers seek out liquidity in this phase. That's all they're doing. So once you understand where the liquidity is at, you'll be able to identify, okay, the market makers want to go to this level, and this level, right? That's what you want to be able to identify, and that's what you want to be able to see. Okay, the manipulation phase is where the market makers use their money to manipulate traders' beliefs about future price. Check this out. It's very important to understand that everything that goes on in the market is all about beliefs. You believe it's going to go a certain way, but someone else believes it's going to go another way, right? So the market is ultimately made up of people's beliefs, which makes it a $7 trillion market a day. Strictly beliefs, okay? This is where you'll find the stop hunt or the fake move, where most retail traders get trapped into losing trades, okay? So in this manipulation process, in this manipulation phase, what's going to happen is you're going to see stop hunts, or which is a fake move, where retail traders get trapped and they don't know how to get out. I know we all have those stages where you're in a trade, but you truly believe it's going to go your way, but you're in some drawdown, and then you don't end up getting out, just to come back and find out that you are out of the trade, your stop loss been hit, right? This happens every single day, all day, okay? So once you're able to identify this manipulation process in this 3 cycles, in the market maker cycle, then you'll be able to literally execute on that profit release stage and start seeing more consistency. Okay, this manipulation process, it happens on the London session. So London session, look out for the manipulation process, because this is more than likely where it happens at. Next, the last phase, the last part of the cycle, three parts of this cycle. Once you can understand the first 2, you can get to this last one, the profit release phase. The profit release phase is where the market makers are able to distribute the orders they accumulated during the accumulation phase. Okay, so market makers, they accumulate all the orders. Once they have accumulated all the orders, manipulation stage hits, right? They start trapping traders into bad trades, going against retail traders. That's what they do. Once they go against retail traders, then they shoot price the opposite direction, making the retail traders blow their accounts or lose those trades on that day. So for example, once the market makers have accumulated enough orders, in this case of a rising market, they need to sell into higher prices, releasing the profits they made. So while retail is buying in a rising market, the market makers is selling to them to release the profits. The higher the market goes, the more profits that are made due to the accumulation block on the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to go into a concept to explain this entire concept for you guys. Once you guys understand this concept, you're going to begin to see like, oh, cool, that's an accumulation, that's manipulation, that's profit release. Okay. Okay, so here's a daily market maker cycle for an uptrend. Accumulation stage, here's our Asian session right here. Price is accumulating in this range, boom, finally breaks out, hits us with the M. What do? They trap buyers here. Everyone's saying buy, 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 buy. They get in on this retest at this resistance level. Buy, 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 buy. Price comes up. They're still accumulating buys. Shoot price down. Stop all those people out. All those buyers out. Right? So if retail is buying, the market makers are selling against. Okay? They take price against them. Hits us with a W. Takes price the opposite direction, or the direction that the traders ultimately wanted to go but got in too early. Right? So that's the idea of what happens. And then after the profit release stage, what happens is it goes back into another accumulation process to start the next day. Sorry if you guys hear background stuff, just don't mind that. Now, here is the daily market maker cycle for a downtrend. It's the same thing, but it's a downtrend. So price is accumulating. Sellers are like, cool, it's a sell. It breaks out. They get in at the retest here. Sell, 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 sell. They take it, price against them, hits them with the M pattern, goes back down for the sell, which was the original move. Okay, so in this cycle, identifying the cycle is literally all about timing. If you have good timing, then you are able to properly have precision entries in the market. So here is what the accumulation manipulation process looks like on a 15-minute chart. Okay, we have price accumulating, boom, 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 right? Finally breaks out, shoots up, right? So we see the W form, price shoots up and releases profits in the profit release stage. Okay, so let's just hop straight into the charts and I can show you guys this live. So what I like to do is I like to put on these period separators, session breaks, right? And it basically breaks down each session for me. Breaks down each session, each new session, each red line is basically a new trading day that happens, okay? So now what I want you guys to look for is this exact cycle I'm talking about. So I trade one pair, which is GU. It's all I trade. It's all you need to trade. One pair a day keeps the bills away, okay? So we're going to point out our Asian session, okay? Here's our Asian session, 12 to 22, okay? 12 to 22, Asian session. Actually, it's actually 12 to 2, guys. There we go, 12 to 2. That's our Asian session, okay? So check this out. Price is accumulating in this Asian session right here, okay? Price is accumulating. Here, we will have technically a what? Resistance. And here, we will have technically a floor, right? So what happens? Here's our accumulation phase. Price comes down, breaks out, breaks our support level. So all you have to imagine, retail is selling. Retail traders see this and they are selling. Sell, sell, sell. You see these wicks? That means even when this happened, they came for the retest, and all these wicks represent that retail is still trying to sell. Boom, boom. All these long wicks, retail is still trying to sell, but they're still losing momentum. And what happens? They're selling, price goes the opposite direction, meaning it gets manipulated until, so this is our London session, right? Manipulated during the London session. What happens? So during London session, it did this little manipulation process right here. Boom. Trapping all these traders here, right? Because if they entered here, if we have retail traders entering at this level right here, boom, that means their stop loss is somewhere here, 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 here. They all got different stop losses. So you got to think about all these stop losses is somewhere in the zone. And what do market makers do? Take price the opposite direction. Once they have stopped all of them out, they finally enter back into that profit release stage. Boom. Releasing profits for an 82 pip gain. Market maker cycle. Get the 3 phases down, identify the 3 phases, and you're going to be able to see this phase shows up in many different forms, okay? There's many different forms. It's not all textbook like it looks, but if you can identify these, you're going to see yourself becoming more profitable and more successful when it comes to your trades, okay? Let's check out another one. Here's a downtrend. Okay, identify our Asian session, 12 to 2. 12 to 2, boom. Asian zone is in. Once we have our Asian zone in, we'll just put our support and resistance up, right? We put our support and resistance up. Okay, what happened? Market makers are accumulating orders. They're finally starting to see enough orders come in. Sellers are coming in. Boom, bounces off this support level, comes back up. Guess who comes into the market? Boom. Sellers come back into the market. They break it. So all these sellers are still trying to sell. And as soon as market makers identify that, what happens? Boom, manipulation and profit release, right? So if you actually look at this, 6 o'clock is when if you look at this, 6 o'clock is when US session starts, okay? So the real profit release is this from 6 o'clock all the way up here to 11, okay? So this is the profit release stage. So this is our profit release. And then this time zone to this time zone is our manipulation, okay? So we have our accumulation, manipulation, profit release, right? So the market makers automatically wanted to go up. They wanted to have an impulsive move up to the upside, not the downside, okay? And you can see that here. Price comes down, come back up, retail come in, they manipulate price, right? Because we have a whole bunch of retail traders here. What are they saying? After it bounces here, buy, 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 buy. That's what they're looking for. So all these retail traders gave it momentum to the buy side. Wow. Took it short, released profits, and they're in the game. Okay? Guys, this literally happens all day long. All day long. This works for any pair. Any pair. I just specifically trade one pair. And as you begin to see this pattern, you're going to begin to see it over and over and over and over again. Let's do another one. Here, lockout or agent session. Asian session. Once we have our Asian, let's identify our manipulation, or actually we can identify our profit release first, right? Once you can identify profit release, then you can identify the manipulation stage, right? Of course, this is back testing. So we are back testing this strategy. We're back testing to see how accurate it is. And that's the point of a back testing strategy. You back test so you can see the results back in history, so you can know what it looks like in current time. And I'll show you guys what happened yesterday. Today is August 4th, 2020. And I'll show you what happened on GU last night. It was beautiful. Okay, so check this out. Accumulation, boom. Accumulation, stop hunt down, fake move down, right? Manipulation down to the downside after this happens, right? Because what happened? Let's put down our levels. Put down our levels real quick. All right, put down these levels. Right, and even if you look, this level right here is more of a significance than that level right there, because look how many more touches we have here. So, right, so price comes down, breaks, comes back up. Retail traders are saying, cool, price came back down. We see what happened when it came back down came back up to this level. Sell, right? So they begin to sell. Market makers see that there's enough orders in this zone. And what do? They take price the opposite direction into their profit release stage. Guys, this happens over and over and over. This market maker cycle. I hope this is making sense. Please comment down below if it's making sense, because I want it to make sense so you guys can see this strategy over and over. Okay, here's current day. Today, this is exact move I caught today, and I will put the results of this trade up on the screen so you can see. But this was the move I basically got right here. I caught about, that's about it. That's about right there. I got about 61 pips in that profit release stage. Okay, check this out. This week opening was kind of ugly, kind of rough. It wasn't going the way I wanted it to go, but I knew price had to correct itself eventually. And that's what price is doing this week, really correcting after a big bull run last week, huge bull run for GU. US dollars devaluing every single day. GU is on the rise. But price needs to correct itself, and it did. So, boom. Here is our Asian session, accumulation session. Okay, there's our accumulation session, accumulation phase, I should say. Here is our not our profit release, but our manipulation. Guys, this is textbook right here. Like, when I tell you I caught this trade this morning, man, it was beautiful. I woke up 5:30, saw it was in my zone, saw the phases happen, and I was right on it. I was on it, and I took profit. Boom. Okay, that's it. 3 cycles right here. Accumulation, manipulation, profit release. Guys, they do it all day. They do it all day. They accumulate it, spike up. People think it's up. They sell against them, and they take it hard against them. Like, that's not a light drop. All these people think buy, 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 buy. If we start from here, that's an 123 pip drop. People are losing out a lot of money on this trade, and the market makers are just cheesing and happy because once they have accumulated all that liquidity, what do? They release their profits and they make money. They make money, allowing the retail traders to come back into the trades and take price the other direction for another 90 pips, right? So out of that 90 pips this morning, I caught 60 pips. All you need is 20 pips a day with this strategy. 20 pips a day. If you can do that, you're going to see yourself really successful as a trader, and you're going to see yourself consistent, okay? So that is the 3 phases of the market maker cycle. I hope you guys enjoyed this little Forex training. Comment down below if you enjoyed this video, and comment down below if you learned something new. If you guys want a part 2 to maybe go more in depth, I can do that. Or I go live every single day, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I have my free Telegram group in the description below. Make sure you come join us. Check us out. I give free game where I actually will talk to you guys and help you out to identify these phases on what I see. Because am I perfect? No. But am I still learning every single day? Yes. Right? So as I begin to learn, I want you guys to learn right beside me, and we're going to continue to go up as a family, and we're going to continue to go up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a comment, like, and subscribe to this video if you gain value, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.